Anderson Seafood. The whole thing is that this is gourmet holiday. What does gourmet holiday mean? We're talking best of the best, top of the line foods that are better than what you will find in almost any grocery store out there, unless you want to absolutely go to the highest end of grocery stores that charge you a fortune. We're getting it to you, and getting it to you basically so easy to fix. If you're like me, again, at my age, I want convenience. I want good food. I'm willing to pay a little bit more to get better food for me and for my husband and my family. And at the same time, I want it super simple to be able to cook. That's what Rick brings us from Anderson Seafoods. They've been in the business
over 50 years.
50 years.
Yeah, so I had a restaurant and catering business, and we were super, super hard on our suppliers, especially our seafood providers. And this is wild-caught cod coming from those cold Alaskan waters, so it's not farm-raised. Perfectly cleaned, but then it's seasoned with this garlic and herb crust, and it's individually frozen, just like this. So all you have to do is cut this open from frozen, put it in your air fryer or oven, and you have dinner in about 20 minutes on the table.
See?
So it's like going to that fancy restaurant, and what I love about it, less than 200 calories, so 160 calories, but you're also getting 21 grams of protein, and we're talking cod. Cod is that mild, sweet fish, but also that has a beautiful, meaty texture. And you see when I break into this, you see how thick this fillet is?
That's amazing.
But notice how the fish isn't dried out. You can see how moist and delicate it is. And when I say delicate, I'm talking you use a fork, and every bite gets that little bit of herb and garlic crust. And it's not heavy on the garlic, just a tiny bit of garlic to give it that nice pop of flavor. I got to tell you, this is one of my favorites, and I think it's one of the customers' favorites because the reviews, I love reading them. They love it.
And it's one of my favorites.
Oh.
That's why I chose to do this with you.
This is
Rick
what
Roman. Because here's the thing, we just got some more of these back in. These sold out back in October. So we've actually waited 4 months to get these back in. So take advantage of that. Now here's what you're going to get. You're going to get a total of 10 of these. So you get all 10. You don't have to make a choice. There's no choice to make. The only other choice you might want to do is if you would like to put them on auto delivery. We do offer them so that they come to you right away, but then if you want them to come every 60 days for up to a year and get the same thing every 60 days, you know, the reason we bring that up, that too is all about convenience. But it's also the fact that we all know, and we hear it, we need to be eating more fish. You're supposed to be having 1 to 2, or I think 1 to 2 or 3 servings a week. Of fish. And a lot of people say, wait, I don't like fish. Well, guess what? This does not smell fishy. This does not taste fishy, but you're getting what you need from fish with some of those omegas and things like that.
That's right.
And also a lot of protein without a lot of the fat. And with all the flavor that they're adding in, it's like just a minuscule amount of the breading in there too.
Absolutely, and here's the beauty. Like I said, individually frozen. So all you do is cut this open from frozen. You put it on a pan. Now, if you're going to do it in the oven about 18 to 20 minutes, put the broiler on at the last minute because it gets it nice and brown on top. I like that. And then, because it's top coated, you're not losing any of the coating to the pan.
Yeah.
Put this on a sandwich. This could be a delicious fish sandwich. Put this on a salad. Or just eat it with your starch and your vegetables, and you have a delicious gourmet fish sandwich. But the beauty of it, it has that garlic and herb crust, right? So there's nothing that you have to do. All you have to do is take it from freezer to the oven, and now you have delicious sandwiches, entrees, salads, you name it. And I said it starts with that wild-caught cod, that beautiful white, mild-fleshed fish that comes from those cold waters in Alaska, and then we put the garlic and herbs on it. What do you think of that?
It's so good.
And for people watching, and maybe you're like, ooh,
good.
garlic. It's not garlicky. It's just the garlic gives it that nice savory flavor and then a little bit of herbs. So it's not like you're going to be biting into this really garlicky fish at all.
And it's not spicy.
Not at all.
I mean, it's like almost melt in your mouth fish. I know that sounds crazy, but there's no bones in this. There's no skin on it. You know, a lot of people, they buy it and they've got, wow, I found bones, or it has that skin on it. What am I supposed to do with that? I grew up in Minnesota, land of 10,000 plus lakes. Believe me, I've eaten a lot of fish, and I wasn't even a big fish lover till I started eating Anderson Seafood's fish.
I gotta
honestly.
Yeah, and I think it's for us, and we've won Customer Food Choice Award for our shrimp. But our two cod offerings, this and the potato crust, I think people really like the cod. This crust, like you said, it's not a heavy crust. It's
Not
just
at all.
enough to add that backbone of flavor to complement the fish. And when you look in the fish, when I break into this, it's got that beautiful bright white color. You could see it's not grayed out. That's what wild caught quality fish looks like. And you see the crust, you can see that the crust is just a nice thin layer that just lightly blankets the fish. That actually insulates the fish, so when you cook it, it stays super moist and it's super delicate. You literally cut it with a fork, and every bite's gonna have a little bit of that flavor, that garlic and herb. It's delicious.
I'm sure you've heard this over and over again, because people will say, I don't like fish. I don't eat fish. Or I only eat it at a restaurant because I don't know how to make it. This is the way to do it, people. In fact, I've had fish out at restaurants where I feel like their fish is dry as a bone. And, and it might even have bones in it and such, and skin on it. They're like, oh, excuse me, but there's skin on it. No, not on this. That's the reason why you buy it here. You're getting 10 of these for this price tag. Let me tell you, they're individually packaged, so you could take out one at a time or two at a time. But you've got your fish, even if you just eat it once a week.
I tell you what, you have. This is what's the beautiful thing about individually frozen. So maybe one of you wants fish, one of you wants one of those beautiful pork chops, or the breaded pork. So it's, you take one out, and you can each have a little surf and turf. But if you have a dinner for 6, you can take 6 out. You're not committed to more than one. They're good for 6 months in the freezer. Cut them open from frozen. The air fryer is about 12 minutes. And the oven about 18 minutes.
They're so very good. We have fewer than 400 sets to go around. These sold out in October. It's the end of January already. If you want to be able to get these and you don't want to have to wait another 3 months, sometimes it takes that long to get these back in.
Oh, yeah. And this is the thing. First of all, can you get wild caught cod in your local seafood store? That's the first thing. Then it's completely clean, de-skinned, deboned. And then we do all the work. We put those little bit of garlic and herbs, a little bit of parsley, some pepper, some garlic, but it's not over seasoned, and it's just a light coating. And this is what you get from the freezer to the oven. So there's nothing to do, no planning. What's for dinner tonight? Hey, pop this in your air fryer, and less than 20 minutes you have dinner.
I love it. These are so yummy. You know what? I got to tell you, I love fish sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
But you go to somewhere else, and I mean, you never know for sure what you're getting. This is cod. And I love what you just said there. Like, I so want to do that.
This is a fish sandwich. And you know what? 21 grams of protein, but 160 calories.
160 calories.
Even after you add your accoutrement or your sides, you're still having a really smart, delicious entree. So it's a new year, right? Hey, let's eat. We want to eat well, but eat smart as well.
Exactly. Take advantage of it. Let me just say, Rick, thank you so much, as always. Anderson Seafood, you can check out what else they bring to QVC. But right now, if you want to get that price tag, you need to order it now. And I would go on auto delivery. You can cancel that at any time. Well, we are going from pork to fish to beef.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I got the beef. This is our big deal that's been really